a metaphor for big dicks.
Okay.
No, it ain't. Personally, I can do without her.
I used to like her early stuff, Borderline, when she got out into that pop.
I can be honest, guys. I think I've lived the majority of my life without even recognizing much from Madonna. I think we've heard Like a Virgin, though. We've heard that song. But that's about it. These guys, I've never seen a group of men sitting around a table just talking about Madonna before. But either way, first time for everything.
Sensitive girl that meets a nice guy, but Like a Virgin was a metaphor for big dicks.
Okay, let me tell you what Like a Virgin's about.
What?
It's all about this coup, and it's like, whoa,
Bro.
baby. I mean, this cat is like Charles Bronson in The Great Escape. He's digging tunnels. All right, now she's getting this serious.
Digging tunnels.
She's feeling what it was once like to be a virgin. Hence, like a virgin.
Wow, they went unnecessarily deep for this song, guys. When I heard it, I was like, okay. But now, I think I should probably go back and re-react to it now, guys. Because now I need to listen. We're getting new information. This information was not given in the song. It could be. I would say this very specific definition of the song is acceptable. But obviously the people that are referring to it have heard this song for many, many, many years, most likely, and continuously over time. So it tells me that my initial response to the song was probably wrong, because they're making sense. And these guys have a dirty mouth, guys.
I've got Madonna's big coming out of my left ear, and
wow.
a jack, I don't know what, coming out of my right.
I know. I just heard it. That's what I'm talking about.
Bro.
Zoned out during that.
Bro, what is this movie about?
All right. I'll take care of the check.
Come on, throw in a buck.
I don't tip.
You don't tip?
No, I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in tipping?
You know what these chicks make? They make. Don't give me that. She don't make enough money, she can quit.
Guys, there are definitely people like that, bro. When it comes to tipping, it is an odd thing. I've traveled all over the globe, and I can tell you right now, the only places that really are tipping are places in America. And it's because it's underpaid labor. The guy who's saying he doesn't tip is not very specifically wrong, but he's not morally correct. But also, it shouldn't really be the customer's duty to pay the wage that the restaurant is refusing to pay. I would say, honestly, just give him a solid hourly, like the rest of the countries do that we all visit, because the service is not different. It's just not. I would definitely say it's not a lot of these other places are not customer centric, right? I mean, your experience may vary, so that's where I can see tipping could be beneficial. This is kind of where I'm kind of coming up with this argument here, this moral argument. Do you tip or not tip? Is that going to give us a better service? Which I gotta just explain, it probably does give us a better service, actually. Okay, so never mind. Yeah, bro, keep tipping. All right, keep tipping.
What's special? Take you in the back and suck.
Wow. Bro, what are we watching?
I'd go over 12%.
I'll go over 12%.
You know what this is? The
Violin.
world's smallest violin playing just for the waitresses.
Wow.
You don't have any idea what you're talking about. These people bust their...
Okay, guys, is the whole movie about guys sitting around the table just honestly having the oddest conversation? At times, extremely passive-aggressive. I don't know what's happening.
This is a hard job.
So it's working at McDonald's.
It's filmed in a super interesting way also.
Why
guys.
not?
Leave the dollars there.
All right, ramblers, let's get rambling.
Bro, that whole conversation was about whether to tip or not tip, and it took 4 minutes. This is going to be an odd one, guys.
Wait a minute.
This is going to be an odd one.
Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink. Why not?
Mr. Pink.
Thank you.
Okay, so he's the one that everyone is afraid of. A film by Quentin Tarantino. Okay, so I've definitely heard this name before, but I've never seen any of his movies. This is his style, I'm guessing. Or I don't think I've seen any of his movies, at least, guys. Oh, so he's playing in his movie while directing it. That's interesting.
Hey, boy.
Mr. White, Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink. Oh. You leave the diner and now
You're talking about.
I can't believe she.
So, if you're through giving me your
Guys,
amateur opinion,
maybe not a car
back and
accident.
listen, be okay.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
You're gonna be okay.
He's probably not going to be based off of whatever happened, because looking at the amount of the viscous fluid and the location, I don't know what happened there, but he may not be okay. You can just imagine, like, your stomach, your bile is basically leaking into your cavity, right? Your stomach cavity and all that. Just the cavity in general, right? That is painful. And you're probably not going to exist past a couple of moments with that amount of it.
Correct.
Just keep him talking.
And we're in a warehouse.
Why'd you take him to the hospital?
Tough guy.
I would have figured it would probably be more conducive to this man's well-being if you took him to the hospital instead of a dirty warehouse.
Look where we are. We're in a
What are
warehouse.
you doing to the man?
Look where we are.
He just put something in his hand, too.
Can't do anything for you. But when Joe gets here,
Then why didn't you take him to the hospital?
now, what are we waiting for?
He can't wait, bro. This is frustrating. The fact that he's no longer like exclaiming that he's extremely in pain. He's saying it now by the looks of the subtitles here. That tells me that he's probably going to be expiring soon. He no longer feels the same as he felt before.
I was panicking for a minute back there,
Yeah, that was when you were feeling it.
but I got my senses back now.
Your senses back means that you're no longer feeling it.
Some shot in the belly.
Shot?
Medical attention.
Oh no! How do you get? No context, guys.
You'll be safe, man.
Right.
Along with the kneecap, the gut is the most painful area a guy can get shot in.
Because of the bile.
It takes a long time to die from it. You're gonna
It
wish you were
depends. It depends,
dead. It takes
guys.
days.
Where's Brown?
Dead.
Why did you put a gun in
How did
his
he
hand?
die? Is it bad?
As opposed to good,
Bro.
haven't had a chance to think. First, I was just trying to get the out of there. And after we got away, I've just been dealing with him.
There are gonna be cops here waiting for us, man. There are gonna be cops coming here right now.
Well, something happened, guys. So, yeah, all right. He believes, Steve Buscemi, he definitely believes that someone has infiltrated their band of brothers and is just telling everyone what's happening, telling the police mainly, what's going on step by step. I'm just trying to put all this stuff together here because, the title here is in an aftermath of a jewelry heist gone awry, tensions turn deadly for a group of thieves convinced there's a police informant amongst them. Guys. All right, hold on. Okay, now I understand. All right, we're here. We're here. I felt like that was kind of a spoiler, guys. Maybe they shouldn't have this on the screen.
Are you cool?
Nah, bro, he's not cool.
I quit.
You quit right now?
What, you got one?
Right. I definitely wish it was that easy. Trust me. Do they sell Chesterfield in America, guys? Yeah, because my wife smoked those in Spain. Like, I've only really seen them in Europe.
Okay.
Bro, what is this? Is he trolling, guys? This man opens up the Zippo, snaps, and then it lights the other guy's, puts it to his like he's about to light it, and never lights it. Okay, that was obviously done on purpose. All right, but let's try to understand why it would be. I can't. I'm telling you right now, I can't. Maybe this isn't real. Could this be like in the mind of somebody, guys? Because I don't know why that would happen in any seriousness.
I mean, that's how I know we were set up. Come on, Mr. White. I mean, you could see that.
Look,
can't you?
enough
Bro.
of Mr. White shit.
Wait, man. Don't tell me your name, man. I don't want to know it.
Well, there's no explanation for this.
Right, this is bad.
They were both there at the same time, seeing the exact same thing, and have two different accounts of the same thing. Bro, yeah, guys.
How did you get out?
Right.
I shot my way out.
No real people?
Just cops.
No real people.
Ain't no choice at all. But I ain't no madman either. What was Joe thinking?
Who's Joe?
Can't work with a guy like that.
Things get tense. It's human nature. You panic. I don't care what your name is. You can't help it.
Bro, you guys been in there a long time. How about you go check on the guy who's on the
Panic on
ground?
the inside.
Psychopath ain't a professional.
No.
Can't work with a psychopath. You don't know what those sick assholes are gonna do next.
What do I think? I mean, the cops either caught him or killed him.
Bro. What? Okay, so this time that didn't work.
Obvious, 'cause
Guys, this was filmed like masterfully, guys. But there's no real confirmation. There's no real confirmation. They're just literally deciding that this is reality when it really has no proof backing it, guys. Like there's nothing backing it.
Mr. Blue, Mr. Brown.
It's just two guys having a conversation and deciding
Joe
it.
set this whole thing up. Maybe he set it up to set it
I
up.
don't buy it.
Where's the commode in this dungeon? I gotta take a squirt.
Squirt.
Go down the hall, make a left, go up the stairs, and make a right.
I thought you two were a team.
We were for a little while.
Show me Joe's
Put
face.
jobs together. Then decided to call it quits.
Why?
Okay, yeah, okay. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, the only person that they named before was
Push
that guy,
human
so I was
man
like,
thing
is that
too long,
Joe?
and it gets to you after a while.
They're like a way station, you know? They get picked up the next day and sent to Vermont.
No, they're not.
What's the cut, Papa?
Juicy, Junior. Real juicy.
Look, man.
Guys, it may be
Do
Joe.
what you want. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna check into a motel for a few days. You know,
It's
I'll
probably
go,
Joe,
I'll go,
guys.
Joe.
Joe could get him to a doctor. Joe could get a doctor to come to see him.
Assuming we can trust Joe, how are we gonna get in touch with him?
I don't trust Joe, guys.
He's supposed to be here, but he ain't, which is making me very nervous about being
Right, because he didn't go to the jewelry store, let's say, right? He didn't do that, right? So why isn't he there? It tells me that he most likely had something to do with it. I'm literally putting all the blame on Joe right
on the
now.
up and up. Jesus Christ, I tend to doubt he's gonna have a lot of sympathy for our plight. I mean, if I was him, I'd try and put as much distance between me and this mess as humanly possible.
Guys, this almost feels like a short film in terms of how it's like filmed. It's not. It's like it's not filmed for public consumption. It's filmed for like art school, like students and people that would actually just appreciate the beauty of films like this, right? Aesthetically, it's absolutely amazing, and how it's being delivered is odd. It's definitely interesting, and odd in a very good way, right? It's just different from the common, typical, standard like movie archetype.
From
Guys,
Mr. Orange.
Wait, you didn't tell him your name, did you?
I told him my first name and where I was from.
no,
Why?
oh god,
I told him where I was from a few days ago. It was just a natural conversation.
What was telling him your name when you weren't supposed to?
He asked.
oh,
We had just
wait
gotten
a
away from
second.
the cops. He just got shot. It was my fault he got shot. Telling him not to worry, everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take care of him.
It may be him also,
And he asked me what my name was.
right? Why?
I mean, the man was dying in my arms.
So you could take him to the hospital?
I mean, that's it, right? You didn't tell tell him anything else, I can narrow down the selection.
If I have to tell you again to back off, me and you're gonna go round and round.
We ain't taking him to a hospital.
Right.
We know he's gonna die.
I didn't create this situation. I'm dealing with it. You're acting like a first.
They put like sound effects on the like when they pulled out the firearm, right? Guys, the hammer's not pulled back. So what was that sound? That's just special effects. Just gonna go ahead and point that out. And also the shimmying on the ground as a guy just is basically that's just weird, guys.
I'm very sad about that, but
You kids shouldn't play so rough. Somebody's gonna start crying.
Mr. Plum.
That was a great reveal. Great thirds.
What happened to you?
2:3:9 ratio, guys. This is really, guys. This is a beautiful movie, right? For all you camera geeks and videography geeks out there, unite on this movie here, guys, because this is phenomenal. I love the toning. Also, I love the super almost mint green highlights. It's solid, guys. It looks really good. Shadows, more like.
Hey, you okay?
It's like mind blowing how good it is.
Did you see what happened to Blue?
If I know what kind of guy you were, I never would have agreed to work with you.
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy? Or are you gonna bite? What was that?
Damn.
Sorry, I didn't catch it.
He's saying, are you gonna keep talking or are you gonna do something?
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy?
Look, I know I'm pretty sure you're okay. I'm positive you're on the level.
Nah, bro. Think you're trash.
I got something outside that,
'Cause they're like in perfect thirds.
You're a piece of work, my friend.
Ain't a bad idea. It's gonna.
Bro, you're just making everything worse, no?
It's a change.
Ain't that the sad truth? Sit down, take your coat off, make yourself at home.
Vic
A
Vega.
little drink?
Yeah.
How about a little Remy
And
Martin?
this is his real name, Vic Vega.
Who's your parole officer?
Father. Bro, it's one of those two guys, either the one standing up or Joe. Something tells me the only reason why they're able to maintain this absolute illicit trade, right, in the manner that they're doing it in, at the level they're doing it in, is by having some type of affiliation with the local police, right? They're getting the diamonds and then setting everyone else up. That's where I'm going right now. That's where I'm at right now, at least.
I don't think you're that way. I like you a lot, buddy, but I don't think you're that way.
If I was a butt cowboy,
Oh, what?
I'd throw you to the posse.
No, you wouldn't.
That's a new one. That's a new one, guys.
Call Matthews, the foreman, and tell him he's got a new guy. Boom, you're on the rotation. You get a time card. It's clocked in and out for you every day. And at the end of the week, you get a nice paycheck.
I mean-
Very well.
How would you feel about pulling a job with about 5 other guys?
Great
Oh.
about it.
Oh, this is him just getting out and this, oh no.
Billy's super sounds of the 70s.
I don't know who's caught. I don't know who's not.
All right, guys, so I'm definitely not thinking it's the guy Eddie. Eddie's trash, but I don't think that he is, the exact person that set everyone up. I'm kind of leaning, guys. It seems like every single time we encounter a new person, I start to now change my overall opinion on who actually could be the informant. Now I'm thinking it's him. It's the guy who just got out and took the cop hostage. Now I'm thinking it's him. I'm sorry, right? And because so you're out of jail, you're on parole. It could be you, right? How did you get parole so easily? I wonder. But I think that's the overall premise of the movie, just to start pointing fingers at other people, maybe, while being like an absolutely unique film.
He's gonna blow me away, and blah, 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 blah.
He's the reason.
The joint.
Why is the door randomly open?
He went crazy in the
There are a
store.
lot of
He's
weird
all right now.
occurrences.
listen to K. Billy's Super Sounds of the 70s?
Okay. I keep getting this reference, obviously, throughout the entire films as of right now, right? They keep talking about Super Sounds of the 70s by K. Billy. Don't really understand that aspect yet. Also don't understand why he has a like a close shaving blade in his cowboy boot. Weird occurrences, guys. Weird occurrences.
Freddie. How do I look?
Bro, what is going on with this shot? Such a weird one, guys. It's obviously cut, right? It looks like maybe filmed with two separate cameras. Or one, or the same camera, but filmed at two different times, maybe. Because obviously half the screen itself is shot with him in focus with a decently blown out background in terms of like the bokeh, right? And then you have him completely in focus, and obviously these cannot be two in focus shots, right? It could be done if it was like pulled back a little bit, but that wasn't the purpose. The point was very specifically to show him as the main subject along with him as the main subject. This is such like a weird cut, guys. I don't know, guys. Why does this movie exist? Like, there had to be a reason. Was this for like a I don't know, like a film school project, guys? It feels like it may have been like something film school related, because I just don't see how this could be like popular for the masses. This is way too nerdy, right? Obviously, the story itself is something that would probably a lot of people could gravitate to, because it feels like reminiscent of the era of like these type of things, right? Like Scarface was from around this era. Who would make a movie like this? Like, what goes on in the mind of someone that is this like detailed, guys? This feels like honestly like a film school project. It's genius. It's absolutely genius. I definitely would say this deserves probably an A+++, right? In terms of like how genius like the entire like filming process is on this movie.
What?
The acting is obviously amazing. It just feels like they brought in great actors for a film school project. Question. So in the beginning of the film, I'm going to keep calling it a film, not so much a movie, because it doesn't feel like a movie, guys. It feels like a film. Anyway, so in the beginning of the film, they walked into the warehouse, and the other guy put a firearm in this dying man's hand. I found it odd that was happening. Right, because if someone is dying in this very specific like deep pain, right, why would you put a firearm into that person's hand? I find it suspect. So if this guy here was the cop the whole time, again, is there something, or maybe there's something that I was missing in that very specific part? But I'm sure you guys could fill me in.
Not to make.
What's funny is, guys, that era of Cadillac was absolutely abysmal, guys. I don't even know how that got through the manufacturer. Like, I don't know who designed like the early 90s Cadillacs, but those were terrible. All right. Like 60s, 70s Cadillacs or before, all of them looked amazing. And then the 90s happened. And it just destroyed the brand, I think, guys.
Guys of Gibraltar to work undercover. You want one of these? Yeah, give me the bear claw.
Random thing about Gibraltar, guys, if you haven't seen it, that should probably be something you should see in your life at least once, guys. It's interesting because you can literally stand on Gibraltar and see 3 countries, if that makes any sense, guys, right? Like, you can see Morocco, if you're at the top, you can see Morocco, you can see, then obviously you'll also see La Línea in Spain, while standing in Gibraltar, which is the UK. Interesting thing, guys. Just don't stay too long in La Línea, though, guys.
Hey, I know what I'm talking about, okay?
Just see it and get
women
out.
ain't the same as white people.
There's a slight difference.
Okay, what's the difference?
Very funny. You know what I mean. What a white bitch will put up with, a black
Okay.
bitch wouldn't put up with for a minute, man. They got a line, and if you cross it, they fuck you up.
Okay, I have dealt with all types of women. I would honestly say they're pretty much all the same. Culturally, things can be different though, but they're pretty much all the same.
I gotta go along with Pink on that one. I've seen it happen.
Okay, Mr. Expert, if this is such a
Like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young broads in a schoolyard. Well, let me tell a joke.
Go ahead.
5 guys sitting at a bullpen.
Bullpen.
Wondering how they got there.
Then tell him his thumb's next. After that, I'll tell you if he wears ladies' underwear. I'm hungry.
Christ.
Let's get a taco.
Wow, just callous disregard for human life. Okay. All right, so that's the end of Mr. Brown. What happened to Mr. Blue? Oh. Guys, the cut is just getting bigger. The cut is just getting bigger, basically, guys.
You went crazy? Something like that? Worse or better?
Oh.
Eddie was pulling a burn, man.
He did 4 years for us. So, Mr. Orange,
Oh.
telling me that this very good friend of mine
Uh-oh.
did 4 years for my father. Why don't you tell me what really happened?
Oh.
Joe, I don't know
Bro,
what you
this
think
is
you know,
wild.
but you're wrong.
Nah, bro, he's right. That's a cop.
But you're barking up the wrong tree.
But he's a cop.
That is diligent.
Okay.
How do you know all this? You're making a terrible mistake. I'm not gonna let you make it.
Come on, guys. Nobody
Uh-oh.
wants this.
Bro.
We're supposed to be professionals.
Yeah, but that guy lying on the ground is not, bro. He's definitely a cop.
Quite a long time.
Oh! Wait. Wait. How did Eddie get hit, guys? Bro, hold on. Okay, let's dissect the scene, guys. We're gonna go ahead and dissect the scene kind of frame by frame, just so we understand this. It's not like the guy on the ground has a firearm in his hand. He does not. Okay, so Joe hits the cop on the ground. All right, and then this guy here, he hits Joe, and who hits guys? Who hit Eddie, bro? Okay, hold on. The Buscemi, you hit Eddie? Maybe, potentially. Right. Just leave, bro. Yeah, it's time to go. He got hit from the front, though. What is happening? All right, so Eddie got hit by the front, in the front, but that doesn't make any sense because guys, he wasn't even turned that way. So the only, like, the trajectory, guys, this doesn't make any sense. Guys, he'd be basically hit from the side if it was that guy that was on, if it was Buscemi, Steve Buscemi, guys. It couldn't have been the guy that was hiding underneath because that's pretty much based off where the bullet is coming from. And it's not like the guy turned and hit Eddie after he hit his father. He didn't. Right now your lung is collapsing, sir. There is that viscous fluid is seeping into your lung. Yeah. Bro, you did all of that for what? Don't do it like that, bro. You're gonna shoot yourself in the arm, bro. Guys, this was special, guys. Okay, guys, hold on. Guys, wait. First of all, clap it up on the absolute genius of this movie, right? And what I mean by absolute genius is, I mean, like, this is a film school project. It feels like one with like real proper actors being, you know, portraying characters from this film school movie, right? It's genius. Filmed absolutely beautifully, confusing kind of throughout because they kept me on my toes the entirety of it. My toes kept me on them. Okay, because I didn't really understand what was really happening kind of until the end of it, and then it was almost, no, not really, because I spent my whole time trying to figure out who exactly was it. But what's funny is the first person I kind of blamed was the guy who it was. I kind of, you know, moved through people and been like, okay, no, it was definitely Joe. No, it was definitely Eddie, right? No, it's Mr. Blonde. No, it was definitely the same guy who I thought it was the whole time, kind of, in the beginning at least. And that's crazy. The movie is weird though. It's weird. I don't know how Eddie's gone, you know, but let's, you know, I even slowed it down, trying to figure this out. It doesn't make any sense how Eddie is not standing, because it couldn't have been the guy that was hiding underneath, because he got shot in the front, not the side, right? Based off of obvious, you can't be on the side of someone and miraculously hit someone from the front. And it's not like the guy switched positions after he finished Joe. Right, so that's a troubling thing there. That's one of them. Then also the lighter situation. I don't even know, guys. This is definitely a movie to sit and talk about, probably, right? Like, sit there and grab someone that is, like, you know, also film movie inclined, and just sit down and have a conversation about like the oddities that happened throughout the film. I don't understand how he walked into a bathroom and there were cops there with a dog. That just weird. Then he starts telling the story to the cops. That's just weird. It's just, guys, it's just weird. It's a weird movie. It's genius. It was filmed in a very genius way. I love the coloring of it. Definitely filmed for the most part in one scene, if that makes any sense. Like, they did not move really, except for doing like flashbacks. They did no flash forward, so that's interesting, unless the whole thing was a flash forward. But either way, it's just confusing, and I love it. Right. Listen, I definitely would like to continue down this path. If the rest of his movies are similar to this, we definitely can, you know, take that journey, you know, checking out some more of, some more Quentin Tarantino movies, guys. But listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. If you guys actually want to see the full reaction to this, it is on Patreon in the second tier. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right.